right. Testing, testing, 4, 5, 6. Welcome one and all to, let me get my headset adjusted. There we go. Our Emmanuel JV versus Alma-Pepin JV. They are the Eagles. We are the Lancers. Should be an interesting game. All right. Got about 40 seconds left of warm-ups here before we start. Yeah, sorry we weren't able to broadcast the last couple of away games. We weren't able to get internet, and we also ran into quite a few technical difficulties last time, so we weren't even able to record the entire games last time. I am Sam Rodermacher. I am commentating the JV game. Sherman Kettner is broadcasting or recording the C-Team game, which is going on right now as we speak. But we're not sure if we're able to broadcast two things at once, so he may just be recording it and then uploading it later. All right. The buzzer beeps, and the teams prepare to start. All right, so coaching for JV for Emmanuel is Megan Oster, and her assistant is Karen Falkenberg. And then for the Eagles, the JV coach is Samantha Milton. And there is an assistant. I'm not sure what team she's assisting. Her name's Tara Bauman. But let's see. Doesn't look like Eagles JV has any managers, but managing Emmanuel JV, we have Christian Kazemba. So if I could zoom in on this, I'd go Kazemba TV, but unfortunately, no. Looks like starting for the Lancers, we have Marnie Schaller, Kari Wales, Claire Schoenbeck, Olivia Thorough, Abby Eichley, and Riley Nelman. Starting for the Eagles, we have 13, 16, 20. I can't see the number. I think that's a 7. Yeah, 27, 30. Oh, 27 just subbed in for 30, or vice versa. And 24, 22, and another number I can't see because it's behind the net thing. All right. And we are about to start. Looks like we have number 13. Her name would be Julia Rudd. She is serving for the Eagles. Received by Abby over to Kari. Abby with the long bump. 16 sets up 24, who tips it over to Claire, to Marnie, and Claire with the tip over to 16. Okay. Point goes to the Eagles. I think that might have been a lift. All right, 13 serving again to Abby. Ball goes into the net. Marnie not able to get it back over. So here we go again with Julia, I believe. Yep, Julia is serving. Over to Abby, Marnie, and Claire with the spike. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. Missed the camera there. All right, Marnie. That was Riley Nelman. A little too much power on that spike. We'll get it next time. Julia serving again for the Eagles. Received by Abby. Over to Marnie. And then that'll be Riley. A little too much power once again. The score is currently 4-0. Eagles are up. All right, received by Abby. Barely gets it over the net. And that would be number 25 with the spike. Claire bumps it over to 13, 16, over to 24. 24 spikes it into the net, not able to get it over. So, Emmanuel gets the first point for their first points of the set. Marnie Schaller serving. Received by 30. Over to 13 and 16 with the bump behind her. Over to Riley, Marnie, and Claire with the spike. Just barely gets it over the net. And that means that Marnie gets to serve again. Should be working right about now. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. The score is currently 4-5. Lancers are up now. They just pulled ahead. Sorry, we cut out there for a second. We had some internet issues. All right, that would be Marnie serving, and I think that was number 24 who tried to spike it, went into the net. All right, Marnie Schaller serving. Received by 30, over to 16 and 35. She bumps it over, and it hits the floor before Lancers are able to get to it. So, all right, we have number 8. Her name is Haley Johnson, serving for the Eagles. Received by Olivia, but it bounces off of her and out of bounds. Haley serving again. Olivia bumps it all the way back over. 16, 24 with the spike. Miscommunication there on the Lancers' part. Neither one of them knew to get to the ball. So now we have 8. Haley serving again. Olivia to Marnie and Riley with the spike. Okay. Well, anyways, point goes to the Eagles, and that would be Abby bumping it out of bounds, trying to dig it, but does not work out. So, Haley serves again. It's it over, but it's a bit too much power and out of bounds. So the score is now 9-7. Eagles up by 2. Lancers have a chance to come back here. They've already proven that they can come back. All right. It'll be 22 with the long spike. Sorry, we're using a tripod, so it's kind of jerky and the camera's not the best, but Claire Schoenbeck with the ace. All right, Claire Schoenbeck serving for Emmanuel. Once again, the score is now 9-9, all tied up. Claire gets it over to 13. 24 tries to tip it, but it already goes over anyways. Lancer's not able to get to that. Now it's 10-9. Both teams coming pretty close to each other here. This last couple of points. It's a nice spike received by Abby over to Marnie. Abby with the spike. Oh, 22. Not able to bump it up. It just bounces off of her hand and onto the floor on the Eagles. So now nobody's winning. The score is 10-10. Advantage slightly in the Lancers' favor because they're the ones serving. Emma Miller over to 13, 27, and 8. Oh, this is some nice teamwork there, but Eagles not able to get it over in the end. Lancers now pulling ahead by 1, 11-10. Emma with the jump serve over to 13, 24. 13 spikes it in the net. 12-10 Lancers. I apologize if I can't. I apologize if I forget to say the score every once in a while, but all right. Eagles hit it into the net. Point goes to the Lancers. 13-10. Emma Miller. 13, 16, 27. All right. Nice bump by Claire over to 16. Nice spike there. And Abby with the set. 16 sets up 24, who spikes it. Down to Emma. Hits it behind her, out of bounds. All right. We have 24 serving for the Eagles. The score is 13-11. All right, that would be Marnie setting up Lydia. Not able to set it behind her, unfortunately. And 24's name is Lydia Alm. I don't know. All right, so Abby over to 30, bumping up to 16, sets up 13. 13 tips it over the net, and Lancers are not able to get to it. We are all tied up again, my friends. We are at 13-13. I hope I've been getting these volleyball terms right. Just tell me in the comments if we get anything wrong. Marnie Schaller not able to bounce it back over the net, hits the floor. Lydia serving again. Overhand serve. Claire. Marnie sets up Abby, who just sort of punches it over. Point goes to the Lancers there. The Eagles not able to get that back over the net. Avery Quam serving for the Lancers. Score is once again tied 14-14. All right, so that's 8, 13, and 16. With the long bump, Avery sets up Lydia. Nice spike there. All right, Claire and Avery setting up Abby. Sort of tips it, sort of. And nice spike by 13 on the Eagles. Ball lands in bounds on the Lancers side. And, oh, sorry, I'm bumping the camera a little bit here. All right, 16 for the Eagles. Alyssa Kozidowski. I'm not sure if that was pronounced correctly, but she serves it, goes to Claire, and that would be Avery setting up Abby, who spikes it into the net. Not able to get it over. The score is now 16-14. Eagles. (16) serving again. Claire to Avery, bumps it over to Lydia, who spikes it. And that's a nice spike there. It bounces off 13 and flies out of bounds. Abby Eichley, once again serving. Nice serve over to 35, 16, 13 with the spike. Bit too much power there. Goes out of bounds. Now we have the score once again tied up. This has been a real close game so far. Abby. Okay, 16 sets up. I believe that's 35. Back to Abby. Avery setting up Claire. Spikes it. Hits the floor. And Lancers get that point. So now they are up by 1. It's 17-16. Lancers. Abby Eichley serving. Goes into the net. All right. Now we have 27. Her name would be Allie Bauer. Ollie, I don't know. She serves it over the net, over to Claire. Avery sets up Marnie behind her back, and 16 setting up 13. That would be Claire with the spike over to the 16, and then 13 with the spike over to Emma. She bumps it out of bounds on the side of the Eagles, but it was out of bounds, so the Eagles get that point. They have pulled ahead now, 18-17. Oh, that was a nice serve, barely making it over the net, just bouncing off the top. 16 sets up 13. That would be Avery to Lydia. And 13 to Avery, to Marnie. And Claire with the tip. Eagles not able to get that back over the net. And the point goes to the Lancers. All right, Lydia Kettner serving now. Up and does not get over the net. The score is now 19-18. The Eagles up. All right. All right, 13. Julia Rudd is serving again. Gets it over to Claire. Avery sets up Claire. She spikes it down. Claire to Avery. And that would be Riley. Nice spike there. Bounces off a couple of the Eagles and then hits the floor. Some miscommunication there. All right. Marnie Schaller serving for the Lancers. Goes right into the net. The score is 20-19. The Eagles up by 1 only. Both teams definitely have potential to win this. 8 serves from the Eagles, and Abby bumps it out of bounds once again. So then we have 8. Her name, by the way, is Haley Johnson. She's serving again. Received by Olivia, but not able to get it up in the air. Now the score is 22-19. Eagles are pulling ahead a bit. Haley to Olivia to Marnie and Claire with the spike over to 13. Eagles not able to get the ball back over, so that means Lancers get to serve again. All right, Claire Schoenbeck. Claire is about to serve, and she jumps and serves over to 30 to 16. 24 with the tip. Abby with the light spike. I don't know if that's a word, light spike. But anyways, Claire gets to serve again. Then over to 13, to 16, and 22 with the spike. Lancers not able to get that. The score is currently 23-21. Eagles only 2 points away from winning this first set. All right, that was Claire. Ball bounces off of Claire, and that's an ace. 22. Chloe Carothers, I think, is serving. Over to Abby. Olivia bumps it over to Abby, who bumps it right back over. Nice teamwork there. 16 to 22 to Claire to Abby and Marnie with the spike bump. Number 13 with a long bump over to Claire, Marnie, and that would be Abby with the spike. 16, 27 spikes it over to Claire, to Marnie, and Riley spikes it into the net, and the Eagles win the first set. Both teams played pretty well here so far. Sort of trying to speak over the crowd, kind of loud. It's a rowdy group here tonight. All right, we have 3 minutes in between sets. So, if I could zoom in on this camera. Wait, let me see if I can. Whoa, I can sort of. It's probably really blurry for you guys, but I can. It's pretty cool. I'm going to zoom in on Christian. Come on, Christian. You can get out there. All right. All right. Well, anyways, good game played by both teams. Lancers definitely still could win this game. They come back in the next 2 sets. I can't see Christian right now, so I can't do Kazema TV, but I'm going to zoom out. See if I can do that. Oh, boy. Technology. Okay, there we go. Varsity will be playing next after this as usual. Let's see if I can zoom in on our banner over there on the opposite side of the gym. Yep, there we are. You guys probably can't see that very well. It might be kind of blurry, so I'll zoom out again. It's the yellow one, if you need to know. Lancer's ready to go back out, play some more. Looks like it'll be Marnie serving. Oh, and starting this set, we have Marnie, Kari, Abby, Olivia, Riley, and Claire. And 24, 27, 16, 13, 4, and 22, who may sub in for 30. Or 30 may sub in for 20. Oh, 30 is subbing in for 27. So we have 4, 22, 20 something, 24, 16, 30, and 13 for the Eagles. And we have Marnie serving. I already said that. So let's do this thing. Marnie serves with a 30, who bumps it out of bounds, and that's an ace. Lancers get the first point of the set. 1-0. Looks like we have Marnie serving again. 13 bumps it over to Claire. All right, 16 sets up 24. And that's a bit too much power there. Ball goes out of bounds. 2-0 Lancers. I apologize for the camera. It's not as good as our home camera, but it'll do. All right, 30 with the long bump over to Claire, to Marnie. And that'll be Claire with the spike. 24 not able to dig it, and point goes to the Lancers. 30, I mean, not 30, 3-0. Marnie serves it, but it's just a bit wide out of bounds. So now the score is 3-1. As normal scores go, we have number 8 serving. All right, Kari to Marnie to Riley, and that was a nice spike by Riley. All right, Claire serving again. Set over to 13, 16, bumps it up to Riley. A very, very nice spike there by Riley. And apologize for people standing up in our way. They should be out of the way in a second. Yep, there we go. Score is now 5-1 Lancers. We got Claire serving again. Claire serves it over to 8, 25, and 22 with the spike. And then Claire bumps it out of bounds. 5-2. 22, her name would be Chloe Carothers. I have no clue how to pronounce her last name. I apologize for that. All right, so now we have, I think Marnie to whatever. Okay, it's 24. Spikes it down to Claire. And then that'll be Marnie to Riley. Nice teamwork there. And then 16 to 24. Tips it over. And Riley with the spike. Bit too much power there. Goes out of bounds. Now his score is 5-3. All right. Chloe to Claire. Marnie to Olivia. Olivia tries to tip it over, but goes right into the net. Now the score is 5-4. Eagles coming back pretty quickly here. Chloe serves again to Abby. Then over to Marnie. Gets it over. 17 or 27. I missed what happened there, but Emmanuel got the point, so I'm not going to argue with that. We have 6-4 Lancers. All right, Emma Miller serves over to 30-8, and ball hits the floor. All right. So, Emma Miller gets to serve again. It was a nice jump serve for 24. Oh, wow. Some miscommunication there on the Eagles' part. No one knew who was going for the ball. All right, Emma Miller serving once again. Received by 30, the libero, over to 16. Emma to Marnie to Abby. Nice spike there. Hits the floor. Oh, the score. I don't think I've said it recently. Apologize for that. It is 9-4. Lancers are up. Emma Miller serving again. 13. Hits it out of bounds. It wasn't quite uncontrolled, so I don't know if you'd call that an ace or not, but we'll just say that the ball went out of bounds, and everyone's happy. All right, Emma Miller serves the ball. 30, the libero gets it. Oh, 34, and that was a very nice save there by number 30. Claire Schoenbeck with the spike over to 13. 16 sets of 24, who spikes it. And it just barely hits the line, and it lands inbounds. All right, so that means that the Lancers got... sorry, the Eagles got that point. All right, that'll be 24, back to 13. Nice spike there. Emma Miller not able to dig it out of the ground. All right, we have 24 serving. Just barely gets it over. Claire to Marnie. Lydia not able to get it over the net. The score is now 10-7. Lancers are up by 3. Let's see. 24. Her name is Lydia Alme something. She serves it over to Abby, to Marnie, and Lydia with the nice tip there. Jumps high enough to get it over the net and rolls off of, I think, 27's hands and onto the floor. So now we have Avery Quam serving. All right, received by 24, over to 16. Sets up 13, spikes it. That was a lift. So, Emmanuel gets the point, 12-7. Avery Quam serves over to 13, and 16 sets up 13, who spikes it. Just bounces over the net and lands on the Lancer side. 12-8. All right, we have 16. Alyssa Kozadowski, I think. Kozadowski, I don't know. She serves it over to Marnie. And Abby to Avery to Abby. And that would be 13. A nice spike over the net. All right, so we have Lydia. Wait, no, not Lydia. That'll be Alyssa. All right, Avery to Lydia. 27 with a very nice tip there. All right, Marnie to 30, and I think that number's 24. Yep. Abby with a nice spike and bounces off 30 and onto the ground. The score is now 13-9. All right, Abby Eichley serving. All right, Abby serves to 30. All right, 16 sets up 4, spikes it over to Emma, to Avery, and Lydia. 2, 16, 13, spikes it a little bit too hard. Goes out of bounds. Out of the court. Has vacated the premises and is on the front lawn. I don't know. All right, Abby, 230. All right, Claire. Back to Claire. Spikes it. Very nice and clean spike. It's the ground where there are no eagles. All right, so now we have Abby. Gets it over to 13, to 16, and 30 with the spike. Over to Emma, to Avery, and Lydia. Nice spike there. 16 to 13. Hits the ground. All right. The score is 15-10. Lancers up by 5. We apologize. I do not know if the C-Team game is being broadcasted or not. If not, then Sherman's just recording it, and he'll upload it later for you guys. All right, that would be Marnie with the spike. hits the ground before 27 can dig it. I do not think that the comment section is blocked, so you guys can just comment all you want without sending it to Discord today. All right, Lydia serves it. Ooh, very nice serve. Some miscommunication on the Eagles, and nice serve by Lydia. 17-10. Lydia serves again. 30, and that I'd call that uncontrolled, so that's another ace. Lydia serving again. Score is 18-10. Lydia serving again. 18-10. All right, Lydia serves it a bit wide. So now the score is 18-11. And number 13, Julia Rudd, serving for the Eagles. Ooh. And the Eagle has landed. Curry Wales over to Abby, and 30 sets up. So much going on right there, but it ended in the Eagles not able to get it over the net. So we have Marnie serving now for the Lancers. Score is now 19-11. All right. Marnie serves to, I think that would be 13. Number 4, not able to spike it over. Just sort of rolls off the back of her hand. That happens sometimes. Score is 20-11. Marnie over to 13 and 4, and that was a very nice save by 13 and 4 there. Good teamwork. They crossed the line. Nope, scratch that. Ball not able to get back over. All right, Marnie gets to serve again. Gets it 30 over to 4, and that would be 15, I think. Yep. All right, Claire not able to spike it over. If you guys have, the score is 21-12, Lancers. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can actually just comment in the comments section. You don't have to send it to Discord today, because the comments section is actually working and we can see your comments. So if you guys have anything to say to us, go ahead. All right. It was a nice spike there by the Eagles, and the ball lands just like barely right on the line there on the Lancers side. The score is 21-13. Marnie, oh, I think that was 16. Yep, missed the spike. 22-13. Claire Schoenbeck serving. All right. Gets it over to, I believe that would be 13. Nice spike there by the Lancers. Ball lands back on the Eagles side. Nice clean spike. Claire gets to serve again. 23-13. Lancers up by 10. All right, 8, 2-16, and 22 with the spike over to Marnie. 16 and 24 spikes it down to Abby, who hits it out of bounds. 23-14. Lancers. All right, so now we have 22 serving. Her name would be Chloe. All right, Marnie to Abby, and then 8-16, and that would be 27. Serves it a bit long, and now we are at okay, 24-14. Lancers only need 1 point for this set now. Emma Miller, nice jump serve, but it goes into the net. All right, 24 serves to Claire. Nice tip by 13, except something happened. Someone might have crossed the line there. So the point goes to the Lancers, and they have won the set. Now both teams have won one set, have an equal chance of winning in the third. I'd like to give a nice big shout out to, I was told to do shout outs, I don't know, to Prof. Schernbeck, who got us the internet today, so we can broadcast to you guys. So, yeah, this has been a, and we are back. Yep, I fixed it. There we go. So all our viewers, I think. So, as I was saying, it's been a pretty good game here today. Lancers have been playing pretty well lately, but Eagles definitely could win this next set. Both teams, like I said just a minute or so ago, if you guys were listening, both teams have about an equal chance of winning. So, keeping book for the Lancers, we have Grace Meyer, and let's see. I think I have the bookkeeper for the Eagles. Maybe, possibly. I actually don't. Never mind. I do not know the name of the Eagles' bookkeeper, but the manager for the Lancers' name is Christian Kazemba. You can't see him, but if you could, I'd say Kazemba TV. And yeah, so the Eagles do not have a manager. But their coach's name is Samantha Milton, and the Lancers JV head coach is Megan Oster, assisted by Karen Falkenberg. So we have about 35 seconds left in this little intermission. Both teams heading back out there. For Lancers, we got Abby Eichley, Lydia Kettner, Olivia Thorough, Claire Schoenbeck, Marnie Schaller, and Riley Nelman. And then for Eagles, can't rattle off their names very quickly. So we have 24, 22, 25, 26, 13, and 30. Sorry, not 25, 35. Number 13 would be serving. Her name is Julie Rudd. Julia, not Julie. Julia Rudd. Serves it to Abby. Over to Marnie and Claire with the spike. Over to 30. 16 to 22. Not able to get it past the Lancers block. All right. Marnie serving. Lancers have the first point, by the way. Ball goes into the crowd, sort of, not really. Hits the foot of the bleachers. I apologize for the camera. It's not as nice as our school camera. Nice ace by Marnie. All right. Marnie serves again, but this one goes into the net. Now the score is 3-1. Eagles get their first point of the set. They're only down by 2, so they definitely could still come back here. All right, number 8, Haley is serving. Over to Olivia, 16, 22, sets up 16, who sets it over to Lydia. And that would be Riley, 16. People walking away. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to see what happened there. There were a bunch of people in the way, but oh well. What happened there was the Eagles got a point. Haley gets to serve again. So the score is now 3-2. Lancers up by 1. Haley serves over to Olivia. And Claire with the spike, but it just bounces off the top of the net and lands out of bounds. We're all tied up 3-3. Haley serving again. over to Abby, to Marnie, and Riley. 24, 13, and 8. Not quite able to get the long bump in there. Almost ending in 4 hits. Yeah. Claire, very nice ace there. Very nice ace there by Claire. Through the air. And something else that rhymes with Claire. All right, Claire. Over to 16 and 22. The nice hit over. Lancers barely hit it in bounds. Very nice, right on the line. Claire, with the force of a bear, hits the ball through the air. Lands right there in the middle of the court. All right. So, timeout called by the Eagles. Claire serving very well here. Or there, I don't know. If you guys have more words that rhyme with Claire, send them in the comments, and I'll be able to see them because they pop up right on my video feed. So I'll be able to see everything. All right. The score is 7-3. I think I forgot to say that a little bit ago. Lancers are up. Managed to pull ahead again. We'll see what the Eagles can do. If they can surprise us. Chair. Claire. Chair. Fair. Well, yes, that was a very fair spike by Claire. Very fair ace, I should say, actually. I dare Claire to hit the ball. I don't know. All right. That would be 22 with the tip, and Lancer's not able to get that. Some miscommunication. 22. Chloe. Serving. Kicks it over to Lydia. And then Marnie over to Abby. Spikes it right into the net. Chloe serving again. 8-5. Lancers up by 3. Chloe. Lydia hits it out of bounds. That's an ace. All right. We have 22 again. Over to Claire, over to Marnie and Abby with the spike. 16 sets up 24. Very nice spike there. Manages to get it over the net and past the dig. 8-7. Lancers are now only up by 1. Eagles have come back quite a bit. All right, so Abby with the spike. 24, not able to get it to her teammates. Goes out of bounds. Okay. Looks like we have Kari Wales serving for the Lancers. Nice serve, and I think that would be considered an ace because I'd say it was kind of out of control. I don't know. Kari gets to serve again. Up and over to 13, over to 16, and 27. Lancer's not able to get that back over the net. As Sherman would call it, backwards volleyball, where you have to hit it under the net to get it to the other team. But this is actual volleyball, so they have to get it over the net. All right. Abby sets it over 16 to 27 with the hit. Over to Marnie and Abby to 16, Setting up 13. Spikes it down. Bounces off of Abby and out of bounds. Okie dokie. 24 serving. Her name would be Lydia. All right, Olivia not able to get that over the net. Oh, we are all tied up. I think I forgot to say the score just a little bit ago. It's 10-10. Lydia serving again for the Eagles. And that would be Abby with the hit. 16 sets up 13. Lancer's not able to get that back over. Timeout called by Emmanuel. All right, so now the score is 11-10, and the Eagles have pulled ahead. This is a very interesting third set. Both teams pulling ahead a bit and then coming back, so anything could happen at this point. We'll see. Oh, there's Christian. I don't know if I can zoom in on him on time. Kazemba TV! Okay, I'm back. Boom, we're back to reality. Oh well. 24. Yeah, her name's Lydia I think. Alm. All right, received by Kari over to Claire and Marnie with the long bump. 16 to 27. Bit too much power on that. So the ball goes out of bounds. Avery serving the ball. Over to 30, the Libero. 16, and Lydia, very nice spike. Eagles not able to get control over that. Goes out of bounds. Avery gets to serve once again. 12-11. Lancers have once again gotten the lead by 1. Avery, 230, and 27-13 with the spike. Kari bumps it over to Avery. Bumps it back over to 30, to 16, and 30 with the spike. Nice dig by Kari, but Abby not able to get it back over the net. We are all tied up once again, ladies and gentlemen. 12-12. Number 16 for the Eagles, her name would be Alyssa Kozadowski, I think. Kozadowski. All right. So Claire to Abby with the spike. Nice spike right, clean right in the corner. Yeah. Abby gets the serve. The score is 13-12. Lancers. Abby serves over to 30. 16-13. Yeah. Avery to Claire. Very nice tip by Claire. Eagles not able to get to that in time. Wonder how Sherman's doing with C-Team. I don't even know if it's broadcasting or not, but nice ace by Abby. All right, 15-12. Lancers have pulled ahead by 3. We'll see if they can keep it up and win the third set, but then again, anything can happen. All right, so now the score is 15-13. And we have 27, Allie Bauer serving. Oh, just barely gets it over the net. Lancer's not able to get to that before it hits the floor. 15-14. Eagles once again coming back. Except that serve did not manage to make it over the net. We got Lydia Kettner serving for the Lancers now. Up and over and an ace. Up and over an ace. Bada bing, bada boom, that's an ace. All right. Lydia serving once again to 16. 22 hits it over to Avery, who sets up Claire. Abby to Avery. And Marnie with the hit. 16 to 35. Spikes it right into the middle of the net. Lancers are now up by 4. So the score, if you do the math, would be 1 second here. Just kidding. 18 to 14. So 4 ahead. All right, 13 sets it over. 30 to 16. All right, Riley back to Marnie. Serves it over, or spikes it over. 35 with the hit. Abby not able to get that over the net. Bounces on the floor a couple times, and that means the point goes to the Eagles, which are now down by 3, 18 to 15. Lancers are still ahead. We'll see if they can maintain that. Nice ace there by the Eagles. Hello, Sherman. Welcome back to reality. How did your game go? All right, so that would be 13 for the Adri, and then Abby with a very long bump. We're at 16, setting up 24. Very nice tip. Lancer's not able to get that back over the net. Were you able to broadcast it live? Okay, we were broadcasting C-Team live, so I do not have any more questions about that. 13, her name would be Julia Rudd. She served it in the net. So now we have Marnie Schaller serving. Gets it over to 30. Bounces off of her and out of bounds. So that would be considered an ace in my book. Considered an ace. Marnie gets to serve again over to 20 something. And then 24 with the spike. Bounces off the block, but still lands on the Lancers side. So the score would now be 20 to 18. Lancers are now only up by 2. Eagles serve again over to Olivia, to Marnie, and that would be a very nice spike by Riley there. Claire Scherbeck gets the serve. All right, Sherman, help me figure out words that rhyme with Claire. Claire serves a very fair ball through the air. Lands right there. All right. Adri, not able to get it over to Abby. Now the score is 21 to 19. Lancers still only up by 2. All right, 22 serves it to Adri. Over to Marnie, and Abby hits it down to 22, over to 26. 24 with the spike, but it barely lands inbounds, right on the line, I'd say. And they are now only down by 1. 21 to 20. Yes, 21 to 20. 22 serves it. It's a bit wide, out of bounds. 22 to 20 now. It's a pretty close game here. Whichever team wins this set wins the entire game. Or match, I guess. Kari Wales serving. Gets it over to 27. 30. Bumps it over to a number, I guess. And Abby with the spike. 16. Tips it over to Claire. And that would be Olivia with the spike. Over to 16. Bumps it over to 24. And the Eagles not able to get that over the net. Now we are at 23 to 20. Kari gets to serve again. All right. Kari puts it up and over to 16. 16 tips it over, and it lands on the side of the Lancers. So I'm trying to talk over the crowd here. I can't hear my own voice at times. All right, 24 serves it over to the Lancers. Claire with the hit over to 24. 16, 13 with the spike. Very nice and clean spike there. All right. 24 serving again. Sit over to Kari, over to Marnie, and Abby with the hit. Over to 13. 16 setting up 13. Spikes it down to, okay, Olivia to Lydia. And very nice save there by the Eagles. That would be Abby with the hit. Oh boy. Out of bounds. I think someone touched the net or something. So that point went to the Lancers, who are now only 1 point away from winning. So this is a very, very action-packed game here. Got 30 to 16 and 13. Over to Claire. Over to Avery. Abby. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So Lancers just won, but what happened there? 30 was not able to bump it back over to the Lancers side, and the Lancers have claimed the victory. So very, very, very nice game played by both teams. Put in a very wonderful effort. And I think the varsity will be starting up pretty soon here. So I don't know. You'll probably hear either Sherman or I broadcasting that. We might switch off throughout the game, but it was a very nice uh, 3 sets there. The Eagles winning the first, and the Lancers managing to pull ahead in the second by quite a bit. And then the third one, oh man, that one was just crazy. Both teams just going at it. Lancers managing to claim the victory at the very end there. Well, I'm going to go give my voice a bit of a rest. And hello. We'll see you guys later. I might just keep this on rolling because we're going to do the varsity next. So I'm going to take this headset off and just let you guys watch some warm-ups. That's always fun. All right, bye. Number TV. Should I turn this off? I don't know. Everything. I help everything? Yes, I know I do. How are you? I think it's fun. Ah, sure. That's what? So Sherman will have to sit somewhere else. I'll take it. The Wi-Fi password. Yeah. I check it. Thanks. see how they're holding their music? It's awful. Actually, maybe it's not that bad. I could just mount my music to the front of my trumpet in a way that I don't have to hold it. I would not mind. Because that way my stand doesn't get in the way of the sound, and I'll be able to see the notes better because they'll be closer to me. It's not a bad idea. I would just avoid it. Now we have 7. So your parents just saw you. Okay. You know that Christian's alive. I saw the back of your sister's head earlier. She was sitting over there.
We have a link from our website that goes to any live event. Yeah, we have it on YouTube right now.
Christian. All right, and we are go for launch. All right. Testing, testing, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Oh, Ken, how much can this thing see? Okay. Well, this is the Emmanuel varsity game. You can see it, but you might want to stand.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Sherman, you got the camera. This may be kind of difficult because people like to stand, but we'll make it work. All right, national anthem will be in a second or two. Emmanuel varsity versus Emmanuel Lutheran Lancers versus Alma-Pepin Eagles. Sorry if I'm shouting. All right, national anthem time.
We ask you to be loud, be proud, and be positive. At this time, we ask if you are able, please stand, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem, led by our Alma-Pepin volleyball team.
All right, that was the national anthem sung by the Alma-Pepin volleyball teams. Very, very, very good, I think. All right, starting lineup for the Lancers in a second or two.
Senior, number 1,
Cassidy Neltner,
junior, number 3,
Lindsay Sitto,
sophomore, number 9,
Erica Oster,
junior, number 11,
Bryn Schoenbeck,
senior, number 12,
Alexis Eichley,
senior, number 13,
Nicole Schoenbeck,
and the number 6,
and Faith Kazemba. All right. Starting for the Eagles, we have number 1, number 5, Laura Braddock, number 9, number 14, Kylie, number 15, Emma, and number 26, Aaron Seifert, and 31, Katrina Danzinger. All right. Both teams running out into the court. Both hyped up to play. We had the band playing here a minute ago. National anthem sung by the volleyball team. We're good to go. Kazama TV. Hello. All right, I'm Sam Rodermacher commentating today, and Sherman Kettner is doing camera. We may switch off throughout this game, depending on how tired our voices get. All right, Lindsay Sitto serving for the Lancers to start this game off. All right. All right, everyone's ready to go. Lindsay serves, received by 26. 5 sets up 14, who hits it down to Nicole. Nice dig there. And then we have Cassidy with the hit over to 5. And number 14 attempts to spike it, but it goes right into the net. Lindsay gets to serve again. I'm going to sit. Lindsay over to 28. All right, Lindsay bumps it over to Erica, who sets up Cassidy, who spikes it over. Spiked over by 14. Bit too much power. Goes out of bounds. Lancers are now up 2-0. Lindsay Sitto serving again. Received by 26 over to 5, and number 11 with this number 1 with the set over. 32 over to 1. And then Bryn Shermick bumps it over to Lindsay, and Bryn with the hit. Number 1 tries to tip it over, but it's blocked by Erica. Nicole sets up Lindsay, and Erica with the spike bounces off the Eagles' hands and out of bounds. Lancers up 3-0. Lindsay Sitto serving. Received by 26. Over to 15. Over to 1. Nicole to Lindsay. And ball lands out of bounds off of Lindsay. So, score is now 3-1. Lancers. Sherman's adjusting the camera again. All right, 1 serving. Received by Libero, and very nice spike there, barely lands in bounds. Erica Oster serving for the Lancers. Nice spike over to 31, over to 5, and number 1 with the long bump over Nicole. Lindsay sets up Bryn, very powerful spike there, bounces off 31. 4 hits on the sides of the Eagles. Lancers get that point, so now it is 5-1. Well, Erica Oster serves to 25, or to 5, back to 25 with the spike. Bounces off the block from the Lancers and out of bounds. 5-2. Yeah, we are. All right, 40. Serves it over to Nicole, to Lindsay. Bryn with the nice spike. See if someone here has one. Cassidy Nelner now serving for the Lancers. The score is 6-2. Over to 31, 26. 12 tries to set it over, but there was a double hit there, and the point goes to the Lancers. Cassidy gets to serve again. Over to 31. 12 sets up number 1. Or, sorry, number 14. The spike is a bit too powerful. Goes a little ways out of bounds. Cassidy up again. Over to, I don't know, but Lindsay setting up Bryn. Very nice spike there, but 4 hits on the Lancers side. So the ball goes to the Eagles. 8-3. Lancers are up by 5. Number 14, Kylie serves Lindsay to Bryn, who hits it over the net. Lands clean in the back middle. Bryn gets to serve now. 9-3. Bryn serves it to 31. Over to 14. Spike down. Very nice spike there by number 12 on the Eagles. Number 26. Aaron Seifert serving for the Eagles. Very nice jump serve received by Milena Buck. Allison with the spike. Nice spike by Allison. Lands right on the floor of the Eagles side. Alexis Eichley now serving. It's 10-4, by the way. Received by 26, over to 9. Hit over by 12. Bryn to Erica. Spikes it down to 10. 1, 2, 9. 9 with the tip. And a successful tip that is. All right, number 5, Lacey Quinton serving for the Eagles, 10-5. All right, Bryn sets up Annie. 2-5, 25, 26 with the hit. Bryn setting up Erica over to 26, and then 1 with the tip, right where there are no Lancers. Now the score is 10-6. Very nice play there. Sorry. All right, number 5 down to Milena, over to Bryn. Allison attempts to tip it, but it gets blocked. 10-7. Lancers are now only up by 3. Number 5 serves again. It's a bit wide. Point goes to the Lancers. 11-7. All right, we have Allison Schaller serving now. Gets it over. Number 1 to 15. Sets it over. Erica sets up Cassidy. Bumped up by 26. Number 9 spikes it in the net. All right, we have Emma Miller coming in for Allison, so she's serving now. All right, 31 hits it over to 26 up in the air. Emma over to Bryn, and Annie spikes it down to 26. Blocked by the Lancers, and the Eagles not able to get it back over the net. All right, Emma gets to serve once again. 13-7, Lancers. Emma over to 26. Eagles not able to get to that after it bounces off at 26. Timeout called by the Eagles. The score is 14-7. Lancers are up, have double the points of the Eagles. Very nice game played by the Lancers. Serving has been pretty on point, I'd say. But the Eagles do still have potential. All right, we're back. Emma Miller serves 26. 5 to 15 with the spike, but it goes into the net. You did not miss much in our little blackout. Nobody scored any points except for just right there, so it's 15-7 now. Emma Miller gets to serve again. All the way. It's a bit too powerful. Now we have number 9 of the Eagles serving, Laura Breivik. I don't know. Received by Faith over to Bryn and Erica with the spike. Some miscommunication there. Lancer's not able to get to that. Score is now 15-9. Laura. Yes, Laura gets to serve again. Received by Faith with the dig over to Bryn. Annie with the spike just gets over the net. Emma to Bryn and Cassidy with the spike. 14 sets up 26. Received by Faith over to Bryn and Erica. Back to Cassidy. Annie with the spike. It's a bit too powerful. Not directed downward enough. Goes out of bounds. 15-10 Lancers. All right, 9 to Faith to Bryn. Sets up Annie. Almost blocked there, but it manages to get over. Eagles not able to get that up in the air high enough or over the net. 16-10 Lancers. Guess we have Lindsay Sito serving. We're to 26. And 14 with the spike, but blocked. It was blocked out of bounds. So the point goes to the Eagles. And number 1, Macy serves to Emma. Lindsay to Bryn, who's not able to tip it high enough over the net. The score is 16-12. Lancers up by 4 now. Macy serves to Emma. Over to Lindsay and Erica with the spike. But 14 bumps it over to 5, who sets it over to Faith. Lindsay sets up Cassidy, who tips it over. 14-26, but blocked by Erica. Very successful block, and the Lancers get that point. So 17-12. All right, so that would be Erica serving for the Lancers. And number 3 with the spike. Alexis sets it, or tips it over. Very nice spike by the Eagles. Ball lands right in bounds. Number 40 serves it to Emma. Over to Alexis and Cassidy. 4 hits there. Lancer's not able to get it over in under 3. So now we have number 40 serving again. Her name would be Samantha Benish. Faith to Lindsay and Bryn with the spike. I can't tell if it bounced off 31's hands, but it landed in bounds anyways, so Lancers get that point. 18-14. Cassidy Nelner serving. Gets it over to 31-40 and 26 with the set. Number 31 bumps it over to 26. Wow, very nice play there. They were able to get it back over. Oh, very nice dig by 31. Number 1 with the long bump over to Faith. Lindsay sets up Bryn, spikes it. Number 31 not able to get it in the direction she wanted it to. Sorry if I'm not saying these numbers fast enough. I can't always read their jersey numbers in time. All right, Cassidy serves it, but it goes right into the net. 19-15. Lancers are up by 4. Number 14, Kylie Brunner serving. Gets it over to Beleda, to Lindsay and Bryn with the spike. Eagles try to block it, but it ends up landing on their side. 20-15. All right, Bryn Schoenbeck serving. Serving. All right, received by 1. And number 12 with the hit. Bryn sets up it down to 40. Over to 12, who bumps it over to 9. Faith bumps it to Bryn, who sets up Annie, who spikes it, but it goes into the net. 2016. Number 26, Aaron, serves a bit too powerful. Goes out of bounds. 21-16. All right, we got Alexis Eichele. Serves into the net. Number 5, Lacey Quinton. She serves it, received by Milena. Bryn setting up Allison. Spikes it down, almost blocked, but 5 sets up number 1, who hits it over. Bryn sets up Erica. Number 5, hitting it up to 1. Spiked over by 15. Lancer's not able to get to that. 21-18. Lancer's now only up by 3. Eagles are creeping back a little bit. Slowly but surely. Lacey serving to Milena. Milena not able to get it to Bryn. Eagles once again serving and getting the point. Now they are only down by 2. It's 21-19. Lacey gets it over the net, but it lands out of bounds a bit wide. All right, we have Emma Miller. She serves it. Very nice serve to 26, over to 5. And then that would be number 1 with the tip. Emma to Faith with the bump all the way over to 26. Number 5 setting up 21. Bounces off the Lancers and out of bounds. Once again down by 2. It's 22-20. All right, number 9 over to Faith and Bryn setting up Annie. Blocked. Cassidy with the tip. Faith to Bryn. And Cassidy tries to tip it, but it goes into the net. The Eagles, the Alma-Pepin Eagles, are only down by 1 now. It's 22-21. Number 9, serving a bit out of bounds. A bit wide. This thing's slipping off my head. Adjust that. There we go. 23-21. Lindsay Sito over to 26. Number 5. 14 tries to spike it. Gets blocked. Very successful block. And the Lancers are only need 1 point to win the set. So the score is 24-21. Both teams playing a very good game. We'll see if the Eagles can come back real quick here. But the odds are in the favor. The odds are in the Lancers' favor. They only need 1 point here. We'll see what happens. All right. Sherman may need to stand up because it looks like the fans are standing up, and the only way you guys can see is if we stand up too. So here we go. Lindsay Sito serving for the Lancers. Lancer fans are getting out their Uno Masas. All right. Lindsay to 26 and number 5. Very nice spike there by 1, but Lancer's able to get it up in the air. Cassidy hits it over. Lindsay to Bryn. Emma, very nice save. Over to Lindsay, sets it over to 26. And number 1 with the set, but Bryn is not able to get it back under her control. Number 1, Macy Luff serving for the Eagles. Gets it over to Faith. over to Lindsay. And Bryn with the hit over to 1. Number 5 setting up 26. Bryn to Lindsay. And Erica with the spike. Almost blocked there. 14 to Faith. And then that would be Erica. Very nice spike. And the Lancers win the first set. I'm probably going to be handing off the mic to Sherman now, because my voice is getting a little raspy. So I do need some water. Sherman's going to get a drink before I hand it off to him. So he'll be back in a second. You can see him down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen going off. Now he's gone. All right. Very nice set played by both teams. They were neck and neck with each other, I'd say. Anyone could win these next couple of sets. Should shape up to be pretty interesting game. All right. Coaching for the Lancers, we have Professor Lau, Joe Lau, and his assistant is Jennifer Schaller. Manager is Crystal Sito, and James Sullivan is their bookkeeper. And then for the varsity team, for Alma-Pepin, we have as their head coach Carl Dooley, and it looks like they're getting ready to play. Bye.
No, I'd like it if you did it. I would like it if you did it.
Okay.
Welcome to the second set of this girls varsity game here at Pepin. I think we're at Pepin, if I remember right. But we're at the city of Pepin, so team's Alma-Pepin, but we're at Pepin, I think. Starting out for the Lancers, it looks like we have Alexis Eichley, Nicole Schoenbeck, Bryn Schoenbeck, Cassidy Nelner, Erica Oster, and Annie Oster. For the Eagles, we have number 5, Lacey, number 26, Ern, number 9, who's now out, and 31 came in, Catherine, 15, Emma, and number 1, Macy is serving. Macy's serve is good. Nicole to Faith, and Bryn gets it over. 5 was the other. Oh no, I said 5. 5, Lacey setting up her teammate 26. Great block there by the Lancers. 31 bumping it up. 26 with a great serve here. Bryn. And Erica gets it over there. Good job by the Lancers. 5 setting it up. 15, a hard spike and out of bounds. A bit too hard there, but if they back down there, they'll be right in the back corner, which is always really hard to get. Lancers taking the first point here. 14's the person whose name I didn't say, and it's Kylie. You'll do set 3. Lindsay with a great serve here, but it's too hard and goes out of bounds. A bit too much power on that one. It was a nice rocket, but too much. It's now all tied up at 1-1, and number 40, Samantha, is serving. She just came in here for Pepin. Nicole to Bryn. Good job there by Bryn of getting that one over. 40 setting up 26 for the hard spike, but Faith is there to get it. Bryn comes in for the hard spike. Nice try blocking there by the Eagles, but Bryn manages to get it onto their side of the net. And once the ball's between you and the net, it's really hard to get it back up again. So good job there by Bryn and the blockers. They just didn't quite keep it from getting over. 26 manages to get it over there for Alma. Setting a spike, and again, good job there by, I think it was Annie, of getting that one over. There's someone standing right in my way, so I couldn't exactly see who did it, but I think it was Annie. Erica serving in. Actually, it was probably Erica. No, I don't know who it was. Erica setting to Lindsay, who sets up Cassidy. Great job there by Alma of blocking there. Very well done. They finally got their block, and they get the point for it. Scores 2-3. Lancers lead 1. Serving for Alma-Pepin will be Kylie, number 14. Her serve is good. Nicole to Lindsay, over to Burton for the spike. She spikes it off the Eagles blockers and out of bounds. That was well done there, but I think she got in the net while doing it. So it's all tied up here at 3-3. Another good serve by number 14, and it goes right over Nicole. She's unable to set it up, and that will give the lead to Alma-Pepin here. Lancers won the first set, so they only need two more to win 2 more sets to take the match, but a lot can happen in 2 sets, so we'll see here. Lindsay to Burton for the back row spike. Oh, and the Eagles diving for it, but unable to get there. Good hustle by the Eagles. I think Burton's spike just managed to get over the blockers, and that always makes it a bit harder to recover. Cassidy serving again, a nice hard low flying serve to the back row. 26 gets it over. Cassidy managing to get under it. Bryn over to Alexis Eichley for the nice spike. Ooh, so close by the Eagles there to saving that. They were trying so hard for that save, but just not quite able to finish it off here. Lancers have taken the lead 5-4. Cassidy serving again, a great serve once again. 40 setting up her teammate number 9 for the hard spike. Goes over the blockers, but Cassidy's there. Bryn with the hard spike. Oh, the Lancers almost getting that hard spike that the Eagles rebounded into the ground there, but they were unable to. Point for the Eagles. Score is now 5-5. Eagles number 20 will now be serving. She doesn't exist, so it must be 26 that served. Aaron. Or Earn. I don't know. But the Lancers got the point there with a nice hard spike. Well done there by them. The score is now 6-5 in favor of the Lancers. Good serve by Bryn, and the Eagles get under it. Faith to Bryn, over to Allison for the hard spike, but it's too hard and goes over the line. Point for the Eagles, and we're all tied up 6-6. So far, this has been a very back and forth set here. These first 12 points scored. Both teams getting 1 point, and then the other team getting 1 point. And it's just been going back and forth here. So Milena to Faith. Bryn gets it over, 26-5. Setting up 1 for the bump over. Oh, and it tapped the out of bounds line pole, and I think that means it's out of bounds. So point there for the Lancers, continuing the trend. I forgot. Eichley serving. Good job there by Bryn of saving that one. Alexis trying to push it over from the back row, unable to. And the Eagles get the point. Number 9 serving. Lauren, score is 7-7. Bryn setting up Annie for the spike. 20 there. Over to 1, whose spike is not powerful enough. Looks like her wrist probably bent back there and she wasn't able to push the ball forwards. Lancers getting the point, continuing our trend here. The score is now 8-7. Allison is going to be serving. Allison's serve is good, just barely going over the top of the net. Those are hard. You think they're going to go into the net, and then they make it over. And it was almost out of bounds as well. Now they're putting in Emma to serve for her. Or Emma to serve in place of Allison. Emma gets a good serve. 5 over to 26, who manages to get it over somebody. To Erica, blocked, but it's blocked out of bounds. Lancers get the point. The score is 9-7. Emma serves again. Another great serve to the back row. 5 setting up her teammate number 1, who sets it over. Erica to Bryn. Over to Annie for the hard spike, but 26 gets under it. Annie spikes it back when they send it back. Good spike by 14, but blocked by Annie and Cassidy. 14 gets it over. Faith is there. Bryn to Cassidy, who looks like she's going to spike it hard, but then tips it over. 1 gets it over. Annie to Bryn. Back to Annie. Ooh, and Annie's spike goes into the net. Such a good volley there. Probably the best one of the night. Lancers up 10-8. That was an amazing volley there. Very well done by both teams. Number 1 serving Macy. Emma to Bryn to Annie for the spike, blocked, but Faith was there to back up her teammate. Annie gets it over the blockers this time. 26 diving for the ball, but unable to get it. Lancer's point. Nice hustle there by 26. She just didn't require him to get under that ball. We will now have Lindsay Sito serving. The score is 11-8. Lancers leading 3. Lindsay serving, a nice hard serve to the back row, 31 up to the ceiling, but 1 manages to get under it. 26 gets it over. Emma to somebody. Cassidy setting it over, but the libero's there. 26 with the hard spike. Emma goes for it, but is unable to get there in time. Very well done there by whoever I said spiked it. That was a very well placed spike, very hard, and nothing the Lancers could really do about that one. Samantha now serving, number 40 for the Eagles. Scores 11-9, Lancers lead. Lindsay to Bryn for a back spike. Oh, and Bryn's spike just barely over the line there. So close to being in, but not quite. It's now only a 1-point lead here for the Lancers. Eagles coming back from a 3-point deficit. Bryn with the spike again, and again it's out. 31 running after, but realizes she doesn't need to. Samantha will serve again here. It's all tied up at 11-11. We might be back to trading points here. Good hustle by the Lancers to get there. Great block by the Eagles, and Lindsay and 14 trying to see who could tap it better, and 14 wins their battle. Eagles get another point, taking the lead for the first time in a while. Samantha serving again, a great serve. Emma gets under it. Oh, Lindsay with the surprise tap over, but she got called for a lift, I think. So close. Good try there by the Lancers. 2-point lead now for the Eagles. Samantha serving again. Samantha serve just barely good. Good job by the Lancers of being ready to get that one. Oh, Erica unable to get there in time and help the ball over the net. Eagles get another point. Timeout, Lancers. Prof Lau wanting to make sure the team doesn't get too far down here. Wants to make sure they stay on their game and get right back in this one. They won the first set just barely. Well, they had a few points to spare, but not many. We've had a very close game so far, and falling behind very much is not going to be a good thing for the Lancers here, so they want to get right back in this one. A great set here so far, battling back and forth to see who can stay in the lead. Eagles coming out here just in the last few points, but the Lancers had a lead there for a while before them, so this set is definitely still anyone's. Both teams playing some amazing volleyball. We've had some great volleys. I'm looking forward to watching more of this. Samantha's going to continue serving. She's been serving well and gets it again. Ooh, the ball bouncing off Emma's arms in a weird direction there. And a sub. We have Nicole coming in for Emma. Samantha serving again. Another good serve to Nicole. Lindsay to Bryn for the spike. And Bryn places it right in between the libero and number 1. Neither one of them goes for it. I think they both thought the other one was going for it. And there's the point the Lancers were looking for. Scores 15-12. Lancers down, and Erica serving. Erica's serve is good. 40 to the libero, over to 12, who sets it over to Erica. Lindsay to Bryn again. Bryn with the hard spike, but number 1 is ready for it. I missed what the call was. I think they got called for a double hit, maybe, by the libero there. That was a really hard spike by Bryn. That the libero even got under that was impressive. The libero receiving Erica's serve. Nice spike there by number 14, coming in at an unexpected angle. Lancers down 4-3 still here. Score 16-13. Very well played. We have 14 serving. Her serve is not very good there. Good try, but that won't cut it here. That was Kylie serving, and now it's over to Cassidy. Cassidy with a great serve to number 1. Number 1 to number 1. 26 putting it in there again in between the Lancers. She has been doing a great job of that and now gets to serve here. 26 is Erin. I am undecided on how to say her name. 26 serving again. Christian's going to tell me how to say her name. Erin. We're saying it Erin. Okay. Great job there by Faith of getting under that one. Bryn just had a nice spike, and Ikeley gets a nice one in. Lancers recovering off that great block. Oh, and Faith trying to come in there and save another great block by the Eagles, but she was unable to. Very good job by the Eagles front row there, and the Lancers are now down 4, the biggest deficit we've seen yet this game. See if they can get this point. 25. Lindsay. Bryn punches it over, but the libero's there. 40 setting it to 1. Bryn coming in for a spike. She gets it around the blockers, but the Eagles are able to recover. Lindsay setting up Allison, and Allison hits it too hard. So close there by the Lancers. They definitely need to get a point here as they're now down 5. Score is 19-14, Lancers down. Eagles have been playing some really good volleyball. The Lancers haven't been doing much worse, but Eagles have just been able to get the finishing blows here. A double hit called on the Eagles. Lancers getting the point they needed so badly here. Both teams have really been playing great volleyball. The Eagles were just getting the final say here in the last few points. See if the Lancers can turn that around here. Bryn with a very good serve. Oh, I don't know how they got that one over, but the Lancers managed to get under it. Great spike there. The Eagles hit it up to the ceiling. Almost managed to get under it, but something was called. Very well done there by the Lancers. Same person hit it twice there off the ceiling. Bryn with another great serve to the libero up to the ceiling. 40 setting it over to 12 for the spike. Ooh, Milena trying to get over to it, but unable to. That will be a point for the Eagles. Lancers only able to give up 4 more points here before the game is over, so they're going to need to come back fast here. They only have 16 points, so they need 9 more. Milena to Bryn. Ooh, coming in hard is Alexis. She spikes it, and I think it went out of bounds off an Eagles blocker, so well done there by Alexis. A very intense game of volleyball here by these two teams. Alexis is now going to be serving for the Lancers. She has a hard serve to the back. 26 sets it over her head and backwards where none of her teammates can get it. They hustle after it, but are unable to get there. Good hustle, but you can't win a game off of that. So Milena with another, Alexis, 31, over to 1. Milena, Bryn setting up. Good job there. 5 setting up 1 who gets it over. Lancers dive for it and get under it. Well done. Allison to the libero. 5 setting up. Ooh, fight at the net. Ends up on the Eagle side. Lancers somehow managed to almost keep that up, but they're unable to keep it from touching the floor. Very well done. Just can't quite get it. Lancers are now only down 3 points. They definitely have a chance here. Allison coming in for the spike, and she gets it down to the ground. That was very well done there. I don't know if the Eagles could have gotten under that. Allison got up and over the blockers and put it right in the middle where no one was. Very well done there by Allison. Nice job by whoever set her up of setting her up for that. And we now have Emma Miller serving. Number 5, number 1 setting it over. Emma diving to get under it. Cassidy trying to save it, unable to. Point for the Eagles. Lancers still down 3, and the Eagles only need 3 to win this, so Emma manages to get under it. Bryn diving for it. A miscommunication between Bryn and Faith. Only 2 more points now for the Eagles. Lancers can't let them score here. 1 serving again. Emma to Bryn. Gotten over by Erica. 5 setting up 15. Great block there by Annie. Ooh, nice job there of getting that one over by. Just missed a serve by Lindsay and a great spike by the Eagles that made it to the ground. Eagles now only need 1 more point. Lancers down 4. Scores 24-20. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is kind of a bit iffy here, so we lose connection every once in a while. 40, Samantha serving. Faith to Lindsay. Bryn gets it over. Dive Troy. They manage to get it over. Bryn gets it back to them right away. 40, setting up 25. Oh, and the block by the Lancers, unable to keep it on the other side of the net. That will be the set. The Eagles taking the second set here. Very well played by both teams. Lancers were just unable to score the final hit enough times there in the second set. Looks like we're going to be in for a great third set. And we will see you then. I think Christian's going to take this next one. So you'll have someone who actually knows all the volleyball terms speaking. So we will be back in 2 minutes. So much talking. Take a break. I need to go grab a drink.
Okay.
Can I move the camera?
What?
Can I move the camera?
Sure, go ahead. Nothing's happening right now. Oh, I thought you said move. Oh no, don't moon it.
He's watching on the broadcast.
Yes you are.
Moon the camera.
Here, you can talk to it too through this thing.
I don't want to talk.
Yeah, I'll give you this. What? Oh, I wonder what.
Welcome back to the third set of Emmanuel Lutheran versus Alma-Pepin. Both the Lancers and Alma-Pepin have been running one. Lindsay Stiddo will be serving to number 26 over to number 5, who spikes it out of bounds on the Lancers side. Lancers point. They will be leading 1-0. Lindsay Stiddo still serving. Lindsay Stiddo to back row 26 over to 14, who sets it to Spiker. And it will be spiked in. Lack of communication there. Alma-Pepin's point. Score is 1-1. Number 1 serving it. Macy Luff. Lindsay to Bryn, who spikes it to back row number 1. Returns it and spiked back down by Cassidy Nelner. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Serving will be Erica Oster. Erica, nice serve there to the libero 31. Over to 26. Free ball over to Emmanuel's side. Picked up by Lindsay, who spikes it. Barron spikes it. Returned by number 26. Blocked. Nice dive there by Erica Oster. Erica Oster's not quite able to recover to her spot. It will be Alma-Pepin's point. Score is 2-2. Serving will be number 40 is Samantha Banish. To libero, Faith Kazemba. To Lindsay, to Bryn. Bryn's nice hard spike. Libero misses it. Libero spikes it into the ceiling. 1 gets it out of control, and it will be Emmanuel's point. Emmanuel's up 3-2. Serving will be senior Cassidy Nelner. Cassidy with a nice jump serve to back row over to 26, who sets it, and it is spiked right on the line. Faith Kazemba leaves it. Coming in will be Milena Buck, and serving for Alma-Pepin will be number 14, Kylie Brunner. Kylie Brunner to libero. Faith Kasemba to Lindsay, to Bryn, who spikes it, and it bounces off a couple people's hands and out of bounds. Emmanuel's point. Emmanuel leads 4-3. Serving will be, for Emmanuel, will be Bryn Sheerenbeck. Nice serve there to libero, to 26, who sets it, to 25, who bumps it. Setting is Bryn Sheerenbeck, over to Allison, who spikes it nice and hard. And it's returned, and we do not get the point. Emmanuel Lutheran does not get the point. So serving will be Alma-Pepin. Score is 4-4. Serving is 26, Aaron Seifert. Nice jump serve. Out of bounds by about 2 foot. Score is 5-4, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving will be Alexis Eichley. To libero and back row to 40, 9, who bumps it over. Bryn Sheerenbeck sets, and Erica Oster pounds it over the net. Nice play by Emmanuel Lutheran. Still serving will be Alexis Eichley. Short serve, hits the top of the net and goes right to the ground. Ace. Score is 7-4, Emmanuel Lutheran. Another shortish serve, and 26 just can't receive it. Right on off into the crowd. Alexis Eichley will be serving again. Ace. Alexis Eichley serves it to number 26, who serves it to number 40. Spiked by number 26, but blocked by Emmanuel Lutheran. 4 hits there. A little bit of a struggle to find out who's going to hit it over. Point Emmanuel Lutheran. Score is 9-4. Alexis Eichley to 26 to 9. Spiked over by number 5. 11 to 14. And we will have it spiked over by Annie Oster. Emmanuel's point. Timeout Alma-Pepin. Score is 10-4, Emmanuel Lutheran. No. Serving for Emmanuel Lutheran will still be Alexis Eichley. Serve to libero to 20 to number 1. Libero receives over to 40, who sets it to 9, who spikes it to back row Alexis Eichley. Set by Bryn, pushed by Allison, out of bounds. Alma-Pepin's point. Score is 10-5, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving for Alma-Pepin will be number 5, Lacey Quinton. Lacey to number 10, Elena Buck over to Faith. Set over by Annie Oster. Bump set by 5, spiked by number 1, right off the blocker's hands and to the ground. That will be point Alma-Pepin, leaving them trailing 6-10. Still serving for Alma-Pepin will be number 5, Lacey Quinton. Lacey to Faith Kazemba. Faith Kazemba to Bryn Sheerenbeck, who sets it to Allison Schaller, who pounds it to back row libero, able to keep it under control. 9, back row spikes it over to Milena Buck. Bryn Sheerenbeck sets it, and Annie Oster spikes it right onto the back corner line there. Nice spot by Annie Oster. Point Emmanuel Lutheran. Score is now 11-6, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving will be Caitlin Berman. Caitlin serves it to back row 26 to number 5, who back sets it to number 9. Blocked. Number 40 tries to set it over. Barely makes it over. Annie Oster pushes it. 5 sets. 1 spikes right out of bounds. It will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Score is 12-6, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving will still be Caitlin Berman. To back row libero to number 5, who sets it to the pole. Point Emmanuel Lutheran. Caitlin Berman still serving for Emmanuel Lutheran. Caitlin to back row 26. Number 5 sets it to 26. Back row spike, nice job. Bryn Schierenbeck sets it, and Erica Oster spikes it. And it will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Emmanuel Lutheran's up 14-16. Caitlin serves it. Back row 26 to number 1 to 15, who spikes it. Received by Caitlin, over to Annie, and pushed by Bryn Schierenbeck. Number 5 sets it, and it's taken by number 9. Number 15 sets it over, and a little bit of a battle for pushing there by Cassidy. It will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. They're called on a carry lift. Alma-Pepin is called on a carry lift. Score is 15-6, Emmanuel Lutheran. Caitlin to libero. Spiked by number 9, out of bounds. Point Emmanuel Lutheran. Timeout Alma-Pepin. That is their, I believe, second timeout this set. They're out of timeouts. Emmanuel Lutheran has won 1 set this game, and Alma-Pepin has also won 1. So it looks like we'll probably be paying to 5. And Emmanuel Lutheran is up the set. Caitlin Berman to libero. Libero to 5, who sets it over to number 1, who bops it over to Annie. Annie to Bryn. Bryn to Erica, who spikes it onto the line. Nice spot by Erica Oster. Still serving will be Caitlin Berman. Caitlin to 26. It hits the ceiling. Still able to get it. Number 5. Libero bumps it over. Nice job by the libero. Erica Oster tips it. And it's dug up, but then it is lost by Alma-Pepin. It will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point, putting them in the lead 18-6. Serving is Caitlin Berman. Caitlin to the libero, who does not have her arms adjusted quite right, and so it goes right off on a bounce, off her hands. Point Emmanuel Lutheran, 19-6. Caitlin to libero again. Libero having a little bit of trouble receiving it. I think she's kind of getting to her head there. She's not receiving it badly, but just not quite getting there. Emmanuel Lutheran ahead 20-6. Caitlin serves it. A nice short serve. Taken by number 15 instead of the libero, but number 15 can't control it either. Score is 21-6. Emmanuel Lutheran. Caitlin still serving. Caitlin to back row 26 to 15. Over by 5. Received by Faith. Faith to Bryn. Cassidy spikes it right out of bounds. It'll be Alma-Pepin's point, putting them trailing 7-21. Serving will be number 9, Laura. Laura to Faith. Faith to Bryn, who sets it to Annie Oster, who spikes it to number 9. Number 9 to 5, who sets it to number 1, who tips it right off the block and out of bounds. And that will be Alma-Pepin's point. 8-21, Emmanuel Lutheran. 9 to Faith Kazemba to Bryn, who sets it over to Annie, who is blocked into the net, and they're unable to recover it, so Emmanuel Lutheran will take that point. Subbing in is Lindsay Sitto, who will serve for Emmanuel Lutheran. Emmanuel Lutheran is ahead 22-8. Lindsay to back row 26, who takes it from the libero and bumps it out of bounds. Ace. Emmanuel Lutheran is ahead 23-8. Lindsay, short serve to 26 to libero. Nice hustle there by Alma-Pepin. Very nice hustle. given back out of bounds. So it'll be 24-8 game point for Emmanuel Lutheran. Lindsay Sito to back row number 26 to 5. 14 tries to tip it. Erica Oster gets it up. And they're going to call it hitting the pole. The out of bounds pole by Alma-Pepin. So it will have hit the foul line pole. And it will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Emmanuel Lutheran will have won 2 sets now in this game. Final score of this set is 25-8 Emmanuel Lutheran. Okay.
Hello. December TV.
Yes.
Commentate that, Christian.
Okay.
Commentate everything that happens. Here's how you can remember Dole.
This will be the 4th set of Emmanuel Lutheran versus Alma-Pepin. Emmanuel Lutheran has won 2 sets this game, and Alma-Pepin has won 1. Rather even. It seems like Emmanuel Lutheran won the first one by a reasonable margin. Alma-Pepin battled back on the second one to win it, and Emmanuel Lutheran won the 3rd set rather easily. We'll see if Alma-Pepin can get it with their first serve. Number 1 to Faith Kazemba. Faith to Bryn, who sets it up to the other team, who slams it right back down onto their court. Alma-Pepin's point. Very nice play there. Number 1, Macy Luff, still serving. Nice serve to back row Nicole. Nicole to Bryn. Back row spike by Faith, who spikes it right into the back corner. Nice job by Faith Kazemba. Emmanuel Lutheran will be serving. Score is 1-1. Lindsay Sito serving. Lindsay to the libero. Libero to 5. To number 1, whose back row spikes it to libero Faith. Erica Oster spikes it out of bounds. No touch, out of bounds. Alma-Pepin's point. Putting them ahead 2-1, Alma-Pepin. Serving will be number 40, Samantha Banish. I'm sorry. 40 to Nicole Sheerenbeck. To Lindsay, the setter. To Bryn, who spikes it. 40 sets it to 26. 26 to libero Faith Kazemba, who cannot dig it up off the ground. Alma-Pepin's point. Serving is number 40, Samantha, for Alma-Pepin. To Faith Kazemba in the back row to Lindsay. Lindsay over to Cassidy, who spikes it. Way to find it there. 40 sets it to 14, who spikes it into the net. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Serving is Erica Oster. Erica, nice floater there to the libero. Libero to 1, who sets it to 12, who spikes it to Bryn. Bryn to Lindsay. Bryn spikes it back to number 1. And 1 will push it back over the net to Emmanuel. Spiking is Alexis Eichley to number 40, who gets it up, but not quite in the right spot for people to get to it. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Score is 3-3. Still serving is Erica Oster. 13-12. Spikes it on. Serving is Erica. To back row. Back to 16-26. Sealing a little bit. Bryn Schierbeck spikes it down onto the Alma-Pepin side. Emmanuel Lutheran. Erica to 26, front row. 26 will spike it, not quite over the net. So it will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Emmanuel Lutheran is ahead 6-3. Erica Oster serving it to the libero, Katrina. Pushed over by number 12. Lindsay Sito set, and it will be point Emmanuel Lutheran. Nice spot by Emmanuel Lutheran's setter. Serving is Erica Oster to 26 to 16. Spiked back over the net by 26. Nice dig by Nicole Schierenbeck. Bryn Schierenbeck will spike it to Katrina. Katrina to 16. 16 to 26. Blocked. Down to the ground. Score is 8-3 Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving is Erica. Erica to Macy. Macy to 16. 16 to 14. Up by Erica. Set over by Lindsay. 1 will set it to 12, who tips it. Lindsay Sito will set it, and Bryn Schierenbeck spikes, but it's rejected and returns it back to Alma-Pepin's side. Alma-Pepin is in the net, and it will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Number 12 is in the net. Number 12, Julia Binner. Erica Oster serves it to Macy. Macy to 26, who sets it to 12. Over to Lindsay, who back sets it to Alexis. Nice up by, I'm sorry, I cannot see her number, but very good job by Alma-Pepin on returning that. Bryn Schierenbeck spikes it back over the net, and the libero cannot get it. Timeout Alma-Pepin. Score is 10-3 Emmanuel Lutheran. I believe Alma-Pepin beat Emmanuel Lutheran last year in 5 sets. So anything can happen yet. Erica serving to Katrina. Katrina to 16, over to 12, who sets it to back row. Lindsay will set it up to Bryn Schierbeck, who spikes it. They do get it back over, the blockers do. Alexis Eichley is blocked. Very good job of Alma-Pepin of blocking. Sit to 16, who gives it to 26, who spikes it. Lindsay Sito to Cassidy Nelner, who gets up over the block. 16 whiffs it, but Emmanuel Lutheran gets it up and returns it, but on the foul side of the pole. So it'll be Alma-Pepin's point. 4-10. Number 14 to back row, Nicole. Bryn Schierbeck spikes it off the block onto the ground. It will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. 4-11, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving is Cassidy Nelson. Cassidy with a jump serve to back row to 16. 16 to 9, rejected but it will be out of bounds for Alma-Pepin. Alma-Pepin's point. Serving will be number 36. 36, excuse me, Aaron Seifert. Nice jump serve there to libero Faith Kazemba, to Lindsay Sitto. Allison Schaller tips it. Rotation on that. 9 spikes it down onto Lindsay Sitto, who does not get it up. Scores 11-6, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving still will be number 26, Aaron Seifert. Nice jump serve again to back row Milena Buck. Over to Lindsay, over to Bryn, who spikes it to 16. It over the Nelson Shaw, spike it back off the block, right down onto the ground. Over on there will be Emmanuel Lutheran. Score is 12-6, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving is Bryn Sheeran back. Bryn with a nice floater, but it floats up rather than down and goes out of bounds. Alma-Pepin's point. Serving will be number 5 for Alma-Pepin, Lacey Quinton. Lacey to Milena Buck, to Bryn, who bumps it up to Allison, who tips it over. 5-9, who spikes it. Blocked, but dug. And he also tips it / spikes it over the block into the hole, and Emmanuel Lutheran gets the point. Score is 13-7, Emmanuel Lutheran. Alexis Eichley will be serving. Alexis to back row 26 to number 5, who sets it to 20. Who sets it to 25, who spikes it into the net, I believe, and it will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Alexis Eichley serving to 26 to 5 to 1. Very nice block there by Allison Schaller. Thought it was coming back down, so she got down and was ready to dig it, but it went to Alma-Pepin's side. Score Emmanuel Lutheran, 15-7. Alexis Eichley, nice hard serve. Kind of floats around a little bit and right onto the line over there, so it'll be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Ace. Timeout, Alma-Pepin. Score is 16-7, Emmanuel Lutheran. One of the line judges here has a Russian accent. Very interesting. Very fun to talk to. Emmanuel Lutheran will have the serve still. Alexis Eichley will be serving to libero. Katrina to 5-9. Set by Bryn Scherenbeck. Set by Alexis Eichley. And a little bit of miscommunication. Annie thought that Allison was going to take it, but then Annie bumped it under the net. So it will be Alma-Pepin's point. 16-8. Number 9 to Faith. Spiked by Allison Schaller into a block. The block put it down onto their own side, and it will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Score is 17-8, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving is Caitlin Berman. Caitlin to back row 26 to 5. Over to 14, who lobs it over there. Eric Oster tips it up over. And they're going to call a little bit of a replay because there was a toy car on the volleyball court. A race car on the volleyball court. They're going to call a replay. Caitlin Berman serving it to back row 26, over to 5. 5-14, who spikes it right out of bounds. Nice hard spike. For losing you there. Score is 18-9. And Cassidy Neller just spiked it down. Nice spike by Cassidy Neller. It will be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Point score 19-9, Emmanuel Lutheran. I do not know how much you missed there, but we had a replay for a toy car. And okay, we didn't miss very much. Serving is Lindsay Sito to libero, Katrina to number 5, to back row spike, nice back row spike. And it goes off Caitlin Berman's hands, and Faith cannot get to it. Alma-Pepin's point. Score is 19-10. Emmanuel Lutheran serving for Alma-Pepin is number 40, Samantha. Samantha to Faith Kazemba, over to Lindsay the setter. Set over by Bryn Sheerenbeck to 15-26, blocked, and that will be a point off the block for Emmanuel Lutheran. What? Number 6. Wait, for our team? Oh, Faith Kazemba. Sorry about that. Erica Oster will be serving. Erica short to 16-26 to 15, who spikes it to Lindsay. And Claire Sheerenbeck is in the game and tipped it over. Alma-Pepin returns, and 15 tips it over the net for Alma-Pepin, and Alma-Pepin gets the point. Nice tip over. Score is 20-11, Emmanuel Lutheran. Serving is, I believe, 15. Cassidy spikes it. 16 over to 26. Nice way to get that spike there. Claire Sheerenbeck spikes it. Blocked. And, they're not going to call on their net there on Claire, but it was very close. Very nice returns by Emmanuel Lutheran. Very nice returns all over the court here. Lindsay Sito sets it to Alexis, who spikes it down onto Alma-Pepin's side. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. They are ahead 21-11. Serving is Cassidy Nelmer, senior. Nice jump serve by Cassidy Nelmer. Short. Dug by 1, I believe. And then out of control. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Score is 22-11. Emmanuel Lutheran. Cassidy serves it into the net with her jump serve. Emmanuel Lutheran having a very hard time with their serves this whole entire game. They're really missing a lot, giving the Alma-Pepin a lot of points. 26 serving, Aaron. Aaron to Milena Buck, over to Lindsay, to Claire, who spikes it to back row 46. 12-1. Nice spot on the spike by Macy Lopp. Very nice spike there, giving Alma-Pepin the points. Score is 22-13. Emmanuel Lutheran still in the lead, but Alma-Pepin slowly gaining. Aaron Seifert still serving to Milena. Milena to Lindsay, who sets it to Alexis Cycli, who spikes it to the libero, and it goes out of control. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Score is 23-13, Emmanuel Lutheran. And serving will be Bryn Sheerenbeck. Bryn serves it to the libero, Katrina, to 26. 9 bumps it over the net. Alexis Cycli to Bryn. To Annie, blocked by Alma-Pepin. Spiked by Caitlin Berman right between the libero and number 16. Right between them. And it'll be Emmanuel Lutheran's point. Game point for Emmanuel Lutheran, 24-13. If they win this set, they win the game. Last serve here, hopefully, for Emmanuel Lutheran, hopefully. 12 spikes it into a block. Nice blocks all around here. 1 sets it to 9, sets it back to 1, who sets it over to libero Faith Kazemba. Bryn Sheerenbeck sets it to Caitlin Berman for the spike, and she spikes it right into the open spot there. Emmanuel Lutheran's point. That will be game. Emmanuel Lutheran winning 3, and Alma-Pepin winning 1. thank you for watching this broadcast. Sorry for the technical difficulties. And we hope you have a nice night. Thank you.